OFX, what's poppin', man? So I just wanted to do this trade breakdown of a trade or potential trades that you could have caught this week on AU, and it goes to show the power of just focusing on one pair. How you don't need to trade 20 pairs like a lot of these forex gurus will teach you. But yeah, I just want to break down this trade from this week. So previous week's fat drop, right? We caught a trade up here. I did a trade breakdown about that one, I believe, and we caught the whole move. So, and then price came back up. So we had that big drop, and then I was expecting a pullback, which we got. I was wanting to do sell, which is based off the previous momentum. So this is where the week started, but before that, last Friday, we had a break in structure, right? And it was a pretty clean break. If we do this, if we measure how long it took, 18 bars to get down here, right? And then let's measure how long it took to get back up. Took 45 bars to get back up to this whole move, right? This entire thing right here took 18 bars, took 45 to get back up there. So that shows the momentum. And one thing that I figured out through backtesting is you always want to pay attention to the last point before the drop, right? So this would have been the point before we had this drop. You always want to pay attention to that because price can react off of that a lot. And as you see, we got a really, really clean reaction. So if you would have entered off that, dope, but it's not the most likely thing to happen. So I don't want to say, oh, you should have got that. It's just not likely that you're going to be able to catch that wick. What is likely is what can happen after. So you see the clean break, you see buys being super choppy and weak, okay, and then you see the drop off the POI, the reaction off the POI. So what you want to do is you want to notice other POIs. So what you got is hidden supply right here around the support. So let's do this. Boom. So we got hidden supply around, resistance, not support. And that's always a really good POI, right? People love to do the break and retest. And what we like to do is find POIs that we use around those areas so we can use the momentum from the break and retest trades, right? So as you see on the 1 hour, we got a pretty good reaction or rejection. Price closed like that on the 1 hour. So let's go to the 5 minute and then find out what we can do. So if we do this, we can go down here and then we can see, okay, so we got this wick, took out the previous wick, right? That is a good POI, right? This is the whole hidden supply area. We got a reaction, okay? So all we want to do now is we want to get in. We already know the momentum. We already see the reaction off the POI, and all we want to do now is get in for the entry. So now what we do is boom, boom, entry is in, and then we just take the trade. So what you could do is you could take it to here, previous support. You could take it to here, previous support. Here, you could take it as long as you want, right? However far you feel like you could take it, you can take it. Or you could just trail the stop loss. And then we see the reaction really, really clean. You would have gotten in about 8 hours, 20%, right? If you would have trailed the stop, you could have trailed it to, I want to say, probably like right here. So 14% minimum you could have got. Or you could have just, taken it out right here, got 20%, whatever, right? But 20% trade is really, really good in 8 hours. Most people can't do that in a year, right? 20% in 8 hours is really, really dope. But I just want to show the simplicity of the trade, how easy that was to catch, right? Clean break. The momentum is clearly bearish. You can see how bearish it is, how choppy and weak buys are. See the reaction off the POI, and then another reaction off this POI. Zoom in, and then get that trade, right? But yeah, that's it, man. OFX, I just want to show you what's popping, how simple this shit really is. And the more you backtest, the more you realize how easy this shit is, right? Complexity is the enemy of execution, and making this shit super hard is the reason why so many people fail. I failed in this shit for enough time to figure out that, I'm just making this way harder on myself than it really needs to be. And the more I backtest, the easier I realize this thing it really is. So that's it, man. OFX out.